Alright guys, the hiatus finally it's over. Finally my exam period is over. These last 3 weeks have been absolute hell, but finally I'm a free man. Until marks appear and I find out that I did not pass any of the exams, which I hope to never be the case. But anyways, I just arrived home and I can say that I'm unbothered, moisturized, happy in my lane, focusing. Focusing on what, you may be asking? Well, in explaining why you should do what I say, but never what I do, with a master tier example, the Apollo Evo. So, with nothing else to add, let's get into it. Alright, so first thing first, I basically made a video on my second channel where I make videos in Spanish explaining why the Apollo Evo wasn't really a king and how the event was maybe too hard for just a B-class car that is not even on the Elite B-class event, but the truth is that once that there were like 2 days left for the special event to finish, I told myself, why not? The thing here is that for Slipestream multiplayer I have the F1LM, for Classic I have the Huracan Evo and the Porsche GT3 RS, but the Huracan is an absolute plague on Classic season, so I wanted something a bit faster, and honestly I think that this Apollo Evo was the right choice, since it has a really strong acceleration, which is even more insane once that you use Shockwave, because it recovers its full speed really fast while using Shockwave, faster than other cars, which is an advantage, especially when you are exiting corners. The Nitro is quite decent and has a top speed of 369 km per hour, quite nice, and if it's true that it's far from the 392 km per hour the McLaren F1LM has, it's certainly faster than the Huracan Evo and the GT3 RS, so definitely it matched my expectations. But why? Well, once I tested on multiplayer, on Classic multiplayer, it turned out to be a really competitive car if you get used to it, because the drift radius is not bad, the handling is quite good, and the speed does really make a difference, not only on speed-oriented tracks, but also on twisty ones, thanks to the huge advantage that is having the chance to recover your full top speed with the Shockwave. So it took like 25,000 tokens to be upgraded from 0 to 6 stars, which wasn't an insane amount for the car performance you get once the Apollo Evo is finally golden. And despite the fact that I did not have the rare station at 6 stars, and I was not willing to 6-star it, to be honest, and that I lost the chance to get one epic from each stage on the Apollo special event, the Apollo Evo requires 12 epic import parts, so I got one from the club milestones and 2 more from the last stage on the special event, which allowed me to fully gold this car, which after spending so many tokens was my ultimate goal, to say at least, regarding this car. So I'm perfectly aware that I told you guys to invest in worthy cars for a better game progression, and the reason behind why I decided to go all in for this car is first, because I already have a really good garage with several options for all kind of game modes. Thus, I can allow myself to invest on a car if I think it can do well on multiplayer, or if I just like the car, as it's the case with this Apollo Evo, since it's basically one of the cars I like the most in real life. Still, I don't recommend you guys to do the same as I did, because it's impossible for me to know how every single garage is from each one of the people who watch me. If you don't have a well-equipped B-class garage for Slipestream and Classic, I will tell you to save for something better rather than spending on this Apollo Evo that, despite it's not that bad, it's not as effective or necessary as other options like, for example, the F1LM. Also, this car is highly reliant on epic import parts when it comes to performance, so you will have to gold it or leave it close to gold in order to obtain the same results I got on these races. Talking about something else, I also consider going for the De Tomaso P72 in order to have an A-class car garage more golden, but the main obstacle on my way, which is the 45,000 tokens you need in order to fully max the Pagani Huayra R, which is one of the required cars, will make it an impossible achievement, since I could actually pay for the tokens required in order to max the Huayra R, the Porsche 935 and the Tomaso, but all of that just in order to gold the De Tomaso P72, which is not even an A-class king, doesn't make it a good deal even for me. At least I managed to get the Di Tommaso key, spending around 5,000 tokens on the key packs. So hey, at least I got something, you know? I have the guaranteed tokens from the Elite A-Class event. So in a nutshell, what I wanted to tell you guys is, with this video, is that because sometimes I make stupid decisions, even though I don't think that gold in the Apollo was one of them, doesn't mean that what I said before executing them was wrong, as you will see on the Apollo case. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe in order to not to miss any of the videos I will be uploading, and I will see you really soon with much more asphalt content. Goodbye guys!